Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This is Tyler. And it's Friday. So you know what that
Wait.
means.
Did you just try to kids in the homie? I'm squeezing your head. I'm squeezing your head.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's him. Crushing your head.
I crush you. Crush. I 100% was. Well, it's Friday. Come on, Tyler. Do it with me. Just once.
No, it's fucking lame. I mean, it's flipping lame. It's flipping lame.
Well, you can add another beat to it. Like or like wiki.
What am I? I'm not going to go screw my sister or something.
All right. Well, you know what? Okay, fine. Well, it's Friday. Hope everyone's had a great week so far. And yeah, it's weather's starting to ease up a little bit. It's starting to feel like spring in the air. Got a little extra hop in my step. I'm liking it. So
Those abortionists are out in full force, aren't they?
Oh my god, right. Okay, so homeboy here just showed me this video of I can't even call her something. Okay, something. Is dancing around. What was that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Dancing around.
Yeah.
And it has the caption, "Dance if you're pregnant and killing your baby."
But you killing the baby. I'm sorry. Maybe you should get an education, because dance if you pregnant, but you killing the baby. Or you are either present tense or past tense. So I know it's not gonna. It'll adjust. Look at that fine piece of shit. Sorry. Look at this. Sorry. I'm trying not to swear. This fine specimen of a,
No. Thing.
rare and safe. Rare and safe. And the thing is, I'm not necessarily anti-abortion, but you're just like, oh, whatever. That's my contraceptive. Let me get railed by a couple more guys because I'm such a slut. I need to get fucking nutted in.
See, and that's the thing, is I am not against a woman's right to choose to have an abortion or not. But you know what? I've known people who have had abortions, and it was one of the most hardest decisions that they've ever had to make. And they were super sad about it. And to this day, it still bothers them. This bitch is literally sitting there dancing around like it's a freaking party. Who does that? Who does that? That's so gross.
But they have abortion parties. Not only do they, safe and rare. No, they actually have abortion parties.
This is disgusting. Like, I know our world is going to hell in a handbasket. Just saying, this is crazy. Like, I don't know what has gone on with this world in the past, 3 years, especially the last 2.
Well, I can think of 2 complicating factors. I can think of 2.
All right.
Can you think of 2?
I can, but let's hear it.
COVID, Biden.
You're forgetting one.
No, I said I can think of 2.
Okay. Well, I think Biden and Justin Castro are kind of on the same level there. This is insane.
One's of sound mind.
This is insane.
One's of sound mind, one is not.
I don't know about you, but that almost makes it sound worse. At least when someone's suffering from like dementia or something like that, you're like, oh, it's just, he's a little crazy in the head. Just ignore him. Just being silly.
I don't know about that. I think that's actually quite detrimental, especially when you're like, if you're the boss of a company and you've gone off your rocker and you have a bunch of people that are just sitting there going, I don't know, man, we gotta go into Iraq, and we gotta liberate the people from Syria. What? Yes, yes, sir, Mr. President. Then they like leave the meeting and go, "What the fuck are we doing?
What did
I,
you just say?
I, what like
We're going to war?
should
We're
we?
going to Ukraine?
What should we do?
Which is
What should we
so
do?"
funny because then when they ask him about it, they're like, "Well, you were saying you're gonna be when we go to Ukraine, when the soldiers go to Ukraine."
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that. You did. You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it was the best part was when the White House put out a statement saying he's an old man. He says what he wants. Okay, okay, so to kind of get to like a bigger idea.
hold on. So he's an old man. He's gonna say what he wants. Cool. Uh, Trump not being so old and saying what he wants. Bad. Got it. And again, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm just showing. I'm just, you know, rules for thee, not for me, or rules for, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, no, it's but now you're seeing record gas prices in North America. Sanctions against Russia have a direct impact. It doesn't affect the. That's what I find so incredible. We don't have. Well, we have sanctions against the Russian people, and to say, well, gas prices are going to be higher, but that's the price it takes for freedom. Okay, but to be fair, the mom and pop, or the single family that is already struggling, like already struggling. Think of the amount of stores that have been shut down, the restaurants, the grocery stores that weren't able to keep up. And then you're gonna go, oh yeah, record prices, inflation. Inflation is good for the billionaires. It's actually a good thing. No, it's not. Anyone with and this is why, like, I keep bringing up like Jagmeet Singh. It's like the only way that he actually is any type of representation is he assumes people either like him because of ideology, religion, or they're actually stupid and that's what he plays upon. I would say similar thing to Justin Castro. He is the assumption that people are stupid. Excuse me, sorry. And it's, oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because Canada. We are a tolerant country and we accept people. And I've worked very hard, and Canadians have sacrificed a lot. No, shut up. You've given up nothing. In fact, you gave yourself a raise. Gave yourself a raise. While people are saying, "Hey, how about we chill out on the taxes, considering our gas price has jumped 30 cents in fucking 2 weeks."
Right?
Where it literally costs like it's costing me almost double.
Yeah, I don't know
And
about anybody else, but I'm not even sure how I'm going to be getting back and forth to work as all these prices are still going up. Like, this is insanity. It literally cost me $120 right now to fill up my tank for 4 days. Four. That's it.
yeah, and this is but we're showing those Russian oligarchs. We're sure showing them. Okay, so this is again the idea of the many sacrificed to what, protect the elites, because it's not like the Russian oligarchs. And let's be fair, there are oligarchs in Western civilization as well. Don't kid yourself that Russia is all bad and all evil and all this type of crap. I'm sorry, it's just not. They're not the big bad evil bad fucking monster in the closet that everyone thinks it is. I hate to tell you. When Putin comes out and says, "I actually wanted to be a part of NATO because I see the threat that China is becoming. I wanted to join NATO and they denied me."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, whether maybe that translation was just another goof or whatever. Maybe it could have been just another fake ghost of Kiev thing. Maybe, but I haven't seen anyone refuting it, and if someone has and was able to actually link his translation, and no, he never said that at all. Well, then I guess I'm wrong. But
Well, to anybody
okay,
out there who is watching right now, like, leave a comment below if you've noticed like, if it's hard for you to be getting back and forth to work now, if you're noticing this huge skyrocket, if you think that we are gonna be having food shortages, do you really think that it's right for people to be the higher ups, I guess, to be doing what they're doing right now? Like,
Well,
it's not going to be
this is
it's not affecting Russia that much. And think about it, Russia supplies her poop. I mean, I guess we could start going to, what, San Francisco?
well, no, it's well, it's not poop. It's ammonia, fertilizer, potash, which Saskatchewan is quite good for it, but they don't have the monopoly on it. Um,
Which is just
we're
mind-blowing. It
well, okay.
blows my
So
mind.
this is what I've always tried to understand, and I don't. Please, if someone can explain it to me, I would love to have this understanding. It's like, those 4 years that a government is running in Canada were 5, but it's like those years, like, up to, oh, well, vote for me, I'll make everything better. I'll do better than the last guy. But then it's like, as soon as they get in, they go, oh, I don't need you anymore. Oh,
Just
no,
kidding.
I just said that just to get your votes. No, no. Well, okay, hold on. Give me 2 years. I'll come back and let's talk. Oh, I'm going to get you more. Canada, we've sacrificed so much. And I understand that. I understand my record printing. I understand. I sympathize with you and all those people that have given up everything, the people that have hung themselves, the people that are actually homeless now that can't afford. They sacrifice so much for the greater, I mean, for all of Canada. Uh, well, what was it that you wanted 2 years ago? Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, you wanna see about lowering taxes? You stupid ass. Lowering taxes. How about a carbon tax? Huh? How about a carbon tax?
Let's
I'll
add
give
more
you.
taxes.
I'll do you one better. Yeah. How, how about I misspend more of your money, and you're dumb enough to give me more of your money so that I can mismanage that too. How does that sound? Sound good? That sound good? Let's have a handshake. No, no handshake. Okay, whatever. But I'm gonna do that anyways. But that's what it's like. Like, here comes election time, and
Oh, yeah.
then, oh, platitude, 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 pandering, 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 pandering. And then, oh, I'm in office? Oh, well, now I get to do whatever I want. Somehow, Canada has found 20, was it $200 million to give to Ukraine? Somehow we found $200 million. And we're just giving it. Oh, Ukraine? Oh, I know you've killed people. I know you've bombed people. I know you've actually caused a humanitarian crisis in your country. I know. But while your country is getting bombed, we need to go green. The fuck was that? Where did that come from?
What?
Zelensky was saying it's time for North America, or for the world to
Oh,
go green.
the way that you did that, it made it look like something fell on you, and you were like, so I'm, like,
Yeah,
looking around, I'm like, "What?" Oh, no,
yeah,
just to go green.
wherever the fuck that came from. I mean, wherever the frick, wherever that, like, what? Your country is being bombed, and you're going to talk about we need renewable energy? You
Yeah.
need a country first before you can renew anything. But the only thing you're renewing is Russia's reassembling the Federation. That's what he's recycled you. He's going to use you to turn stuff into fertilizer.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, before we get into any more, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can check us out on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Spotify, Anchor, anywhere you wanna listen to podcasts. We're pretty much there. Anything that we discuss will be listed in the description box below. All of our receipts are gonna be there. Um,
And there's not
and
much.
don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And if you are, welcome back. And yes, please hit the like button, leave some comments, help us out with the algorithms here. The algorithms.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. But it's just that's what I find. I find it crazy that you're gonna start platituding while like whatever. Like it's just you see all this stuff, but it's like governments have just residential school survivors. Here's $20 million to go dig up your dead family. Oh, we finally gave clean drinking water to one more community this year. That raises the grand total since I took the office of the prime minister to 12. Actually, I think it's 12. It might be more, but you know what? Over what, 8 9 years? Oh, one clean drinking water per reserve, like per year. Hold on. Let me actually hold on. How many reserves? Oh, that's a broad one. Safe water for okay. Let's see. This is from Canadians.org. There's nothing more important than blah blah. The parliamentary budget officer identified as being $138 million annually. So we give reserves. There are 36 long-term drinking water advisors, including some that have been placed for over 25 years. There's also a deficit in funding for the maintenance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so how many have many? Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. No offense. Like, I'm sure it matters, but, like, so there's still 36. But for how many years?
A bajillion.
Like, maybe like what, two a year, one a year? You can't put a filtration system in, but you can find $200 million to send to not our country. Who approved this? Who just said? Like, that's what I find crazy. Like, and I pay attention to the stuff. I don't watch CPAC every single day because I can't. I'll want to shoot myself. I will want to take that clean water freaking advisory, all that dirty water, and I'll probably just drink myself to death. Give me some parasites. Give me that sweet. I need them prions. Give it to me so I can go.
See, I just
But
I don't understand how, especially when we're in a time like this, like, I understand wanting to help other countries, especially when they're in war and there are people who need to flee and get out. I mean, I understand all that. I'm not a heartless person, and my heart goes out to
I
everybody
kind of am.
who's in Ukraine right now and Russia, anybody who is suffering and all the innocent lives that are being lost right now due to, I don't know, some dick small dick complex, big table, small dick, I don't know, whatever. Whatever it may be,
Yeah,
but
that's fair. Yeah,
whatever it may
it's
be.
the people.
Yeah,
It's the people I feel bad for. I
well,
don't feel bad for the government.
well, absolutely not, but not
I
even just that,
I have
like,
no sympathy for them.
then you have other countries, like, okay, let's just say right now, like, close to home, Canada and the United States. So, they're giving money to these other countries or to Ukraine,
You
whatever,
sustain a war
to yeah,
to destabilize the world.
yes, but with all what they're
You usher.
doing.
No, I'm just kidding.
With everything that they're doing though, like, okay, I'm gonna stick it to the man and I'm gonna cut off the resources. Okay. So cutting off the resources to Russia then in turn cuts off resources to Canada and the United States. So then in turn we end up getting food shortages. So food shortages due to the fact of okay for importing because the Ukraine is one of the biggest wheat suppliers, and I think we get like
Yeah,
40% of our
Ukraine and Russia.
yeah, I think we get like 40% of our wheat from them, just them. So, you have all these things that are now being cut off for us. And not even just that. Okay, so then fertilizer. So we need the fertilizer because apparently we got to go to Russia for poop mixed in with other chemicals, like you mentioned earlier. But we got to go for there for the fertilizer. to come here for us even to plant our crops, which to me is just mind blowing. Like, you'd think in the United States and in Canada, we should be able to get our own fertilizer. We should be able to manufacture our own fertilizer. And, but yet we're going to Russia for this. So now we're all suffering. But, the big guys that are sitting there cutting them off and doing what they're doing to a war that has nothing to do with us, we're all going to be suffering. There is going to be many, many, many lives that are going to be lost due to this. Think of all the homeless people. Think of poorer people who can't afford it. Like, even as it is right now, buying groceries is absolutely astronomical. And this is before the food shortage is even coming yet. Like, it's hard to even keep up. Like, our groceries have had to cut back and our prices have gone way up. I'm spending more money on groceries and getting less as it is right now. Now you're having the fuel that's going up, plus you're having taxes that are going up, plus you're going to be having a food shortage, and food prices and stuff are going to be going up. Like, there is only so much like that you can keep taking. And now you're literally hundreds of millions of dollars you're sending over to another country when you need to be worrying about what's in your own backyard. We need
Okay,
to.
so all right. Okay, so like the thing is, I think we're looking at this was from the University of Guelph. So the average family can expect to spend 411 more dollars on food in 2019, bringing their total yearly grocery bill to 12,000. I'm trying to see because this is okay, updated 2021. But it's to see like I didn't want to get into all this shit to personally like all this stuff. If you're not aware of this, if you're not seeing it, like I don't know what you've been looking at. Like I don't know. Hey, maybe it's just like in my situation, like in the transportation industry, like it's gonna cost what it's gonna cost. I personally I don't really look at the gas price. Like I see it, but it's oh okay. That's what it costs. Okay. Like there's it's not like I can go, oh, $5 a gallon in the States. Oh well. It's like there's not much I can really do about it. But we've been looking at producing our own food. But we're probably gonna see another about $600 or $700 increase in food per month come this fall. That's about what we're gonna be paying. An extra $600 or $700.
It
Because
literally.
it's not just the it's not just the it's not just the raw materials, but it's the transportation of those goods. Now having to store those goods, well, wages are going to have wages are I think I don't think that wages are necessarily going to drop, but I guarantee your buying power is gone.
Well,
This is why, like why are we not producing this stuff at home? And we have a prime minister that's just like he gets into office and just goes, "Oh, I can do whatever I want now because I have the media on my side and they're going to carry my water." Like, no, no. How about the people that have already been hammered by your policies? COVID, and that was one thing that actually really it still pisses me off was, you know, we're closed because of COVID. No, you're not. Oh, this costs more because of COVID. No, it's not. COVID doesn't enact policy. This is someone's response to it. And it was a disingenuous response because, oh, surprise, surprise, Justin Trudeau has stocks in certain companies. Almost like he has a vested interest.
Yeah, what else? Yeah. It seems to be like it's not even just him. Like, it seems to be like with everything. They have that invested interest, so of course they're going to be pushing that or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like I was
They get
saying,
richer.
it's been the past couple years. Like, everything has gone to shit, and I'm not even just talking about prices. Like, the prices of things have gone to shit and gone way up, which is insane. You have your freaking house market, you have your gasoline, you have your food, you have everything. Everything has gone up, taxes. But it's also
Government's
the
pay has gone up.
yeah, of course it has. Everybody else's hasn't, but whatever. Anyway, but it's also the insanity of people that in these past couple years. Like, I
Oh yeah.
cannot remember a time when literally you've seen so many crazy people. And I don't mean crazy as in a mental disorder. Well, okay, I don't mean crazy in a mental disorder.
Okay, well, just say it.
However, I think I don't know. There's too many people
Okay,
who are
cool.
acting like they have a mental disorder. Like you're trying to rush me, and I can't get my thought out here. But everybody's just gone crazy. They've gone absolutely mental.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with that, with COVID. Like and I've said from the start, people were afraid, and they're afraid, and they're looking for a way out. Some people are saying, "Well, we just need to comply. Oh, we just need to, those people that are protesting. Protesting is a terrorist act." No, it's not. Have we gone that far? Where I was talking with my buddy today, and
It's only when it was the
I said,
peaceful protest and against the government that it was, a terrorist thing. Any other kind of protesting where there is actual violence and people dying and people getting hurt. Oh, it's just protesting.
um, "Okay, stop. Hold on. I don't remember where I was." Okay, well, but so like where Brian Peckford, one of the writers of our Canadian Charter of Human Rights, has to sue the government because of their violation of our charter rights. And people are going like, "Who are you? Shut up, old man. What do you know?" Like, I kind of helped write the thing. I understand the spirit and the lettering of it. I kind of know what it's about, right? And he has to sue the government, and people have become so complacent. Like I said, from the start of COVID, where okay, yeah, you know, protest this ideology actually lower COVID numbers, but protest this ideology and it actually raises. You're killing grandma. Like we have become so separated, and it's just trying to even like bridge that gap of I don't care if you get vaccinated. I don't care. It's like having an umbrella and it's raining out. It's like if I have an umbrella and you have an umbrella, well, I have mine open. My umbrella's open. And because yours isn't open, my umbrella doesn't work. No, man, it doesn't work like that. Like it no, it has you do what you feel is best for you. I'm gonna do what I feel is best for me. It's like that Awaken with JP skit where he has the person with the life jacket. He's like, look, he's gonna drown. You better put that life jacket on or you're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Well, who's selling the life jackets? Well, I am. It's the same person that's telling you what you're doing is evil and come to me, I'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
Um, sure. But so, it's but we've seen that big escalation where people are saying that protesting, as much as you think protesting is people just holding signs and going rah rah, you know, whatever protest people say. I don't know. I don't protest. I'm too busy working. So whatever they say, hey ho, we won't go, or yes, no, suck dick, Joe, or I don't know. Whatever people protest, I don't know. I
Well,
just
that's
I don't know.
definitely not it. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say those things, but I wouldn't be really surprised to be honest. I really
But
wouldn't.
so it's just you like where people are like you protesting isn't a right. What? Have have we strayed that far? Are people that indoctrinated
Yes.
where protesting, shut up, Dougie, where protesting isn't a right? Well, what rights have they taken away? Well, I'm just saying You know, it's like people ask like it's a sick burn. Well, I can still go outside. Okay. But did you not see them freeze bank accounts from protesters? Where the biggest charge, the strongest charge, was mischief. Mischief, not conspiracy, not insurrection, not not conspiracy to commit murder. Mischief,
Not assault.
which is like a catch-all. It's a catch-all term when the government or any police has nothing, and they say, "Ah, you are being a pain in the ass." Mischief, and they held people without bail for being mischievous.
Yeah. Well, see, but
And you think that that's okay?
yeah.
But
So, but what I just don't understand though is that somewhere along the lines, another country, two other countries having a war
my
together.
robot dick.
What?
Oh, what? Sorry, countries having a war together.
Yes. Two other countries having a war together had somehow resulted in, well, it's okay if some of our citizens die, just for us to,
Oh,
tell that other country who's boss and to try to cut them
oh,
off.
look at all. Oh, sorry, I was. But look at like a third world countries. Like, oh yeah, you're sure showing them. Is this, call me conspiratorial, but is this like the amalgamation of, what did Klaus Schwab call them? Useless eaters. The 4 billion useless eaters. Is this their way of, well, all those poor countries, they're just not going to exist anymore. Ta-da! Problem solved.
Yeah.
Like, is that like when you have BlackRock in Canada, and trust me, BlackRock, like, this is a big problem. So for anyone that doesn't know, BlackRock is like a hedge fund. They're an investment firm. But guess who they're backed by? Not by, and I'll give you a little tip. It's not by like predominant. It's not backed by, say, like private citizens or corporations. Backed by the government. It's like how GM, Ford, Chevy, how the big banks were bailed out because they're quote unquote too big to fail. Well, when you no longer have a motive to be responsible, to be ethical, and you can now just do what you want and know, well, I got all those chump taxpayers. I can just get more of their money. And the funny thing is, I'll use their money to push them out of a market so that they can't afford things, so that they become permanent renters, where we are literally creating a renter society. You will own nothing and you will be happy, where your life is dependent on whether you are a good boy or girl, whether you listen to the government. Kim, I didn't. Why'd you put that tweet out? The government doesn't really talk like that. So why would you say such a thing? It would
Segment.
be awfully bad if maybe you weren't able to pay your bills this month. Be really unfortunate, and we don't want that. And I'm sure you don't want that. So I think maybe just reconsider what you said, and hopefully we don't have to take a bigger action. Okay, how's that?
Okay, that sounds great. You can also sit on this and rotate a little bit, okay?
Oh, damn. Oh, um but that's the kind of stuff. They shut off bank accounts because
That
they
was
were terrorists.
that was forked up, man.
Look at what they did to Russia. Oh, well, we banned you from the Swift payment system, which is what a lot of our banking system is built on now, is on the Swift payment system.
Well, yeah,
And they
exactly.
just said, oh, Russia? No, no. Huh? Oh, you want to buy things? Yes, what? Why, yes, I would like to. I trade you vodka. No, we don't want your. We don't want your. We don't want anything that you make. You can just go starve. Hey, China, what you? Hey, you like vodka, don't you? I'm like,
Oh my god. That just reminded me of my trip in Cuba. Oh my god. Okay, side story. Okay. So, when I was in Cuba, my brother-in-law and I had gone to Cuba back in 2013. And we had gone and there were these Russians at our resort, and there was also these people from China. Now, there was one day that we were in,
oh
like,
God.
the in the main area and, drinking and stuff like that. It was in the evening, and all of a sudden, I hear one of the Russians. There was a Chinese guy walking by, and he's just laughing and laughing, and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, come over here. Say it. Say vodka. Say vodka." The Chinese
Oh
guy
God.
responds back, "Wawaka." They all start laughing hysterically. No, it's vodka, not wawaka. Vodka, vodka. Right? And it's literally every time they seen this guy, they'd all start laughing and just like, "Hey, say vodka."
Jeez, that poor Chinese guy was probably shitting his pants.
Right? Oh my
All
god, it
right,
was so
what?
priceless though.
All right, so let's actually get into what we have to some articles that I do have pulled up here. So the first one is this is from the New York Post, and Joe Rogan says, "I will quit Spotify if I have to walk on eggshells." So during a recent episode of the Joe Rogan podcast, the former mixed martial arts commentator got into a conversation with MMA fighter Josh Barnett about the cutthroat podcast industry ring. "I will quit if it gets to a point that I can't do it anymore, where I have to do it in some sort of weird way where I walk on eggshells and mind my P's and Q's. Fuck that." Referring to a recent headline spawned by his problematic banter for using the N word to spreading COVID misinformation. Where? Rogan, 54, describes his fear of being picked apart by the public for every little thing. Yeah, I will say, I'll just read this last part. "There's more people pouring over it, but it's the same thing. I do it the same way." But you see, there's so many people because he's the top dog and he was the pioneer. And like as Brian Stelter went, "Why do people tune into Joe Rogan?" That type of thing, like that thing from Russell Brand where he's like, "I do nothing, and why don't people listen to me?" Like that was such a great thing from Russell Brand where he was like, because it Brian Stelter, the oldest 30-something-year-old I've ever seen in my life, like 30
Right?
turning 50. He doesn't look a day past 60. Yeah. Like I've never seen someone look so old. Like old. Okay. I'm 34 and okay, I understand. And then I'm in the transportation industry and obviously I'm like my hair's not done and all that type of shit. I but I don't look like that. I just look like a fat slob. I don't look like a 60-year-old fat slob. At least not yet. I'll get there when I'm 60. But you see over and over, people are picking apart, like they take things out of context. COVID-19 misinformation. It's funny because he had doctors on from CNN. It's Sanjay Gupta on, or whatever the hell is his. Yeah, isn't it Sanjay
Yeah.
Gupta?
Yeah.
He
He's
had
the
him on, and what did Sanjay say? "Oh yeah, that is yeah. We shouldn't have said Iverman. It's not horse dewormer." And then what?
yeah.
Goes back on CNN. "Yeah, absolutely, it's horse dewormer. Oh, oh well, technically they do. Let me put my. It is horse dewormer." Oh, like yeah, people don't trust you because when someone says and like you know, yeah, we got like 40 subscribers, but I will always say, go and search the information yourself. Why just trust me? I'll try to give people the information that I have and my opinion that I feel or something that I can see beyond it. especially when seeing things in the news. But they just say, come to us and only us. If you listen to anyone else, you're getting the wrong information.
I
Anyone
know.
that says that, anyone, like if your friend says, hey, trust me, don't search it. I know what's best. Not only do I not trust you, I'm going to double check just to see.
Oh, 100%. I'd be like,
Like,
"Oh yeah, I won't search. Googling that shit right now, bitch."
well, don't use Google, use Brave.
Oh, now it's Brave. Okay.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo. Told you they sunk them. They
Why?
sunk themselves saying that we're going to alter search results so that people get the prop. No, people want to seek the information that they're trying to seek. That's it.
Yeah.
But you can see people trust Joe Rogan because he asks questions. That's it. And yeah, he has a lot of information. I know he plays stupid. He's very intelligent, and he asks a lot of questions.
Well, see, and that's the thing is it's asking the questions, right? Like I've always been a person like that too, where I ask a ton of questions. And the funny thing is, I've been in other jobs and had other supervisors that me asking a question to them was me being insubordinate, even though I'm just trying to better understand it. I wasn't saying no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not
Yeah,
going to listen to
Charmaine.
you. I'm talking to you, Charmaine. You don't work there anymore, so I can say whatever I want. Anyway, but it's just it's mind blowing, and I've been that way ever since I was a kid. I've always asked a bajillion questions, and that is what has actually helped me in my job and in life because I ask a lot of questions. So I have a lot of
Yeah,
knowledge about things and the way things work and the whatever because of asking those questions. And Joe Rogan does the same thing. Now he has like for me too. I like hearing all different kinds of sides. I would like to hear what it's like to be a Christian or a Buddhist or an atheist or a Satanist or whatever. Like I am interested in all sides. I'm interested to get as much knowledge as I possibly can. And he does the same thing. He has people who have the same ideology as he does, plus he has people who have the opposing ideology to have that conversation, to open up the airwaves and get better understanding on both sides. And I absolutely respect that. And that's one reason why I absolutely love listening to him is because of that.
yeah. Like he is the most downloaded uh anything anywhere. Like you can't just say, oh, he's the most downloaded entertainment. No, it's not just entertainment. It's not just comedy. He's not the largest download in comedy. The only thing he doesn't really wade into, politics.
Yeah.
That's it. And even that, like, because he says, well, I'm actually quite left. I think he's come out against like universal basic income. Like he kind of thought about it a bit more and said, yeah, no, I don't like that. And I know Jordan Peterson has even brought up because people were saying, well, what about universal basic income? Like, that people can finally do and seek the things that they want to do as opposed to doing the things they have to do. And one of Jordan Peterson's point was, so he had a client or I don't know if it would be a client, I guess someone that he worked with, and he said that his client had said flat out, if I get money, I will kill myself because he has an addiction. He says, if I get money, it will go up my nose, inject it in me, I will overdose. The person recognizes that they have a problem and just but this is typical liberal government type of idea. Just give more money. Just give it. Oh, welfare. You want bigger welfare system? Oh, let's just but you know what? Hey, predominant black women, you better not get married. But if you want to fucking have as many kids as humanly possible so that you stay on welfare, absolutely. So it's like the welfare system has done more to impact and negatively impact minority groups than anything. I would almost say more than slavery itself. Yeah. I would say the welfare state has done more to negatively impact. Yes. They have even prior to the Civil Rights Act. It was something like 70 or 80% of minority families were married, were husband and wife, were two parents in a household. After, or maybe not 19, it was after the, how did they call that stupid fucking bill? But where the Welfare Act was expanded to single parents and things like that, it exploded to something like 20%. Like from 70, I think it was 73 down to like 21 are now married. That is a monumental shift. And so, like, that's what you've allowed. And then you just what? Just throw more money and they just don't have enough money. Well, it's weird because some of the hardest hit communities, like those with like the lowest, the biggest amount of poverty, some of the highest funding in North America, and their schools are still screwed. Their education is dog crap.
Just
So,
sad.
but this is it. It is.
Mind you,
Because like,
it seems like
but
everyone's education is going to dog crap lately. Just saying.
well, yeah, and we're gonna talk about that. And you know what? And this is why. I actually I don't want to bring. I'm not trying to like. Oh, I did this, but I was actually talking with Mr. Rick Nicholls, and we'll get into the story. And he voted in support of Bill C-67. Same bill in Ontario that says that anti-racism, that you need to have a certification in anti-racism in order to graduate. And how he totally messed that up. That's the thing. People don't notice it. Anti-racism, well, that must mean the opposite. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not racist, so I must be anti-racist. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why there's wordplay. That's why we cannot have a dialogue with this stuff, because anti-racism is not anti-racism. It is, in fact, active racism. But
Well, it's hmm. Okay.
we'll save that. So you're seeing like more and more. Joe Rogan is the top dog. He is the podcast king. He's the man on top. So anyone that can dethrone the king, well, they de facto become the king. So they go after him after made up stuff. A person that doesn't have a racist bone in their, I'm more racist than him. I'm not even racist. Although I will make racist jokes. I'll make some. Ooh, I'll make some. Yeah. You drowning children in bathtub, China? Yeah. That's what I'm about. But you see, people are going to Joe Rogan like something like, what was it, 11 million downloads per episode? 11 million downloads. This is just from Spotify. This is the people that didn't come over from YouTube. And I'm sure Spotify they kind of bank their money on this.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
a super small minority. Like, did you see, how Disney with the don't say gay bill, which doesn't say gay at all, which, oh my God, Ron Perlman, Ron, hey, Mr. DeSantis,
That's what I was trying to say, but you cut me
Ron
off.
here. What a idiot.
Well, that was my point, right? Was that, with the whole anti-racist thing, how you're talking about, or how you were saying about how, people think you say, sorry, you say anti-racist and you think, oh, that's a good thing. Well, it's the same with the whole don't say gay bill. Nowhere in it does it say don't say gay. But then you have people, they literally just take like one thing from it, or one thing that they read. It's like, oh, okay, the headline, don't say gay bill.
But
So then
that's
they
not
just
even
go with
true.
it. But what?
But even that's not true. Because nothing in there says don't say gay.
I literally just
This
said
is
that.
one thing.
I
No, but you said they take one part from the bill. Nowhere
said
in it does
headline.
it say gay. It doesn't even say. You said from the bill. Play it back. Play
No.
it back. You said
Okay.
they take.
One part from it, not the. And I said it doesn't even say gay in it, but they put that out there. They put that on the headline, and people read the headline. That's all that they're reading. You have so many people like that. Oh, didn't you say Ron Perlman? You have
Ron Perlman, psycho.
Yeah, you have freaking Amy Schumer and those other people up at the Oscars that go up there and
Oh,
gay, 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 gay. You guys are retarded. Like, no offense to the actual people who have mental disability.
yeah, how dare you? Don't lump retards in with those fucking degenerates. At least handicapped people can do stuff. All Amy
Right.
Schumer does is go, eh.
Yeah, you're right.
Only thing she wishes she was a guy. And whatever that other Asian chick is, who I'm surprised she made it through into adulthood.
I don't even remember who else
She
was up
didn't
on
end
the
up at the
stage.
bottom of a
But
bathtub.
I was just like, this is absolutely insane.
Really?
Like you have those teachers that are going down a hallway, gay, gay, gay. You have other people that are saying this stuff, all these celebrities. I'm like, did you even read the bill? Clearly not. You seen
No.
someone say someplace it's a don't say gay bill, and right away you go with it. Just like people are going with this C-67. How well it's anti-racist, so that's a good thing. No,
gay.
no.
Don't. Look, who am I? Guess who I am?
Say gay.
Don't. Hey, Mr. DeSantis. Oh, sorry. Here, let me. Mr. DeSantis.
Oh my God.
Ron here. Big ass fucking gorilla. That is the most gorilla man I have ever seen. Oh shit. That is the most gorilla-ish man I've ever. That dude's got some silverback gorilla in his heritage. Hey, eyes up here. Look at me. Focus on me. No. Damn it. But so you're seeing this more and more, like, just uneducated, uninformed. Please, can we go back to the times of the Roman Empire where celebrities were seen on par with prostitutes and thieves? Please. These people are so out of touch. They are the epitome of narcissism. They are the epitome of uninformed. Please. Please, can we get, like, the Oscars? Okay, you bunch of elites, talk about your how virtuous you are, how amazing you are to a group of other people that play make-believe. Please, just go do that. Shut the fuck up. Go to, just move the Oscars, move it to the BET, and let's be done with it. Because that's all it is. It's just diversity, diversity. No. How about just make it all black people? You had a black man slap the shit out of another black man. I just spit. I'm so sorry.
Stop the black on black violence.
No, it's just a race thing. Like Whoopi said, it's just a race thing. Sorry. It's my titty.
Oh my God. Wow. That
but
was really up close.
So, but you're just seeing this over and over. It has nothing to do with actual focus on me, eyes up here. But so you're just seeing it more and more. You had Will Smith slap the shit out of Chris Rock, and to be fair, it was probably the feeling that he's so emasculated by his wife because she just goes and fucks and screws whatever she wants, and Will Smith was just trying to get some form of masculinity back, even though he's a cuck of Jack Murphy proportions. He's, but the thing is, I'm not excusing it. I think both of them are terrible human beings. But you see that, you want to talk about privilege? How about he assaulted someone and then you had a bunch of other uninformed, stupid knuckle draggers that can't think straight at all go, well, Chris Rock, if he started the violence, it's violence that he caused. No. How about violence? How about hitting someone is violence?
Did you see that one?
Can you agree on that?
Did you see that one TikTok or whatever with that girl? How she was like, there were 3 acts of violence that were there.
Oh, I know.
The first act was him telling the joke. The second act was everybody laughing. And the third act was him going up there and smacking him. I'm like, dude, it was a freaking joke.
Hold on. Did she even say that it was him? Because I thought she said you would think it was Will. It was it was him slapping him, but it was the fact something like because of white people have forced this upon. It was some contrived bullshit. Like, why do we give psychotic people any type of? We used to put them in mental hospitals and give them a bunch of medication and wait until they just died. We used to do that.
Or try to get them help. But no, now
Oh,
we're literally parading them around saying, "Look at this mental case."
yeah, okay. But so I was gonna say with Disney. So they staged a big walkout. They staged a big walkout. All of Disney employees were gonna walk out. Out of their, I think they have 193,000 employees through all of Disney. Guess how many walked out? 193,000, and a big threat to walk out. Leave it in the comments. How many of them, without cheating, no cheating, how many? How many do you think walked out?
Okay, and there's how many employees? 193?
I think it's 100. Oh, fuck, I just bit my tongue. Ah, bastard. Show you. Never get in my way again. Um, yeah, I think it's 193,000 or 197,000. I might
Okay, so what were they walking out for?
the Don't Say Gay bill and that Disney has given money to Florida, or yeah, in Florida, in Florida, like they gave it to political people.
Okay, this is either it's gonna be a really tiny, sad, small amount, or it's going to be some absolutely insane big amount that you're like, "Oh, it's the fork." I'm gonna guess.
Yes.
Okay, out of 100, am I really laggy for you? Can you hear me? Because I look weird. I'm all
Yeah, yeah, that's normally how you look. You're just a blur.
no, you're the
No, you
blur.
look fine.
I'm never a blur.
I know. I'm a blur.
Okay, so for 193,000 employees, they staged a big walkout. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
And think
say 1,300. I think that's too high.
1,300.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised to know that it was less than 50?
See, I knew it. I was either it's gonna be a really pathetic small amount, or it's gonna be some really high amount. Oh,
I
that's
think it was, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to find the article right now, but I think it was like 13
oh my
out of 193,000,
yeah,
or however many. It's like 93, 97.
because
But we give these people
99% of them probably actually read it and was like, "Y'all are retarded." See, I'm doing it again.
99 point like 99999 like 8%
Yeah.
of the employees said absolutely. But this is like Spotify trying to screw with Joe Rogan. It's a very small vocal minority, and companies go, oh, gay pride, oh, transgender day, oh, LGBTQ, oh, it's now gender reveal day, coming out of the closet day, oh, it's I used to have a penis day, oh, look, my vagina is actually a dick day. Like,
I'm a man who just got
sure,
my period day.
yeah, yeah, women can have penises too day. Like, sure, sure. Let's just give these people more credence to in a like in a real society. This just shows how easy we have it, how easy it is,
Now,
because
I've mentioned
we
before.
fight about gender.
Yeah. And I've mentioned before about how both of us watched someone by the name of Blair White, who is a
Oh, Jesus Christ.
what?
ESPN believes in inclusivity and denounces legislation and actions across the United States that infringe on any human rights. We stand with our LGBTQIA plus colleagues, friends, family, and fans. Shut up. You're a fucking news station that panders to China, who is actually committing a wide genocide. Shut the fuck up, ESPN. You're such a fuck. These places are such losers. And speaking of ESPN, oh, you mean one of the biggest racist places in all of North America? The same place that what tells white people, that openly hates white people. An actual okay, but so anyways, whatever. ESPN, all these news, they're just a dying medium. That's it. Everyone, like, you've seen it more and more, like the NFL and Colin Kaepernick. Oh, NFL is slavery. Oh, look at all the whatever. It's, for anyone that doesn't know, please look into racism and Colin Kaepernick and just I guess everyone has their crybabies, and I guess I'm a crybaby. I don't know. Maybe I'm
I mean
probably, but okay.
to me,
Hmm.
it's just it seems so like when you have like stars going up there and like they were at the Oscars or the teachers or people making videos about certain bills and stuff like that, or and they're staging this big walkout at Disney. They look so dumb and
Pathetic.
completely
Oh, yeah,
uneducated. Like it's just like, "Oh, look at me. I'm so important and I'm standing up for all the gay people." Dude, it has nothing to do with not being able to actually say gay. It's literally to protect kindergartners to what, 8? 5 to 8-year-olds.
5 to 8. Yeah, and you notice the amount of people, the people that are so vehemently opposing it. Well, I won't be able to talk to my children about how I pegged my husband or how I went skiing and then we actually went skiing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. That
like that's what
teacher? Yeah.
I've never I've never understood. Like if when I talk to my teachers, I was like, like Mr. I don't know, Mr. Smith. Okay, no, honestly, it never even crossed my mind that there could be a Mrs. Smith. It never crossed my mind, honestly, because I couldn't care less. And even if I asked, "Oh, Mr. Smith, what did you do this weekend?" I don't think he has to go. Oh, me and my partner. Oh, we started sucking each other's dicks, and we were 69ing, and after all that, I finally fucked him in the ass.
Well, no, but see
How
that
about how about I went How about I went snowboarding? Oh, how about I just had a wonderful, I had a great weekend and I went to dinner, went to a movie. Right? Oh, but Mr. Smith, did you peg your husband? Did you get the strap on? Like what?
well, see, but
What? Like why is it so important? You're there to teach education, not tell them that, oh yeah, me and Mrs. Smith, oh boy, we sure tied one on. We went to a swingers party and they have the fishbowl. Okay, so the fishbowl is you take your car keys and you put your keys in the fishbowl, and then at the end of the night, everyone takes a pair of keys and you go home with someone else. That's what me and Mrs. Smith did. Oh boy, was it fun.
okay, but I mean, the thing is, okay, let's just say even you had a teacher who was gay, okay? And children ask, "Hey, what did you do this weekend?" "Oh, okay. Well, my partner and I went to blah." Or my husband and I or my wife and I. "Oh, well,
Cool.
how come you're married to a man?" "Well, just because some people that's different families." Some
No, but
pit
it doesn't even need to come to that.
but
It doesn't even need to come. I don't even know why that needs to be elaborated on.
even still, like, talk to your parents. Like just because somebody is with somebody else. Like I remember even watching a movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but somebody had 2 mommies. And I remember the kid saying in there, "Why does so and so have 2 mommies?" And the teacher in the movie had said, "Well, because some families have 2 mommies, some families have 2 daddies, families have a mommy and a daddy. There's just families are just
And
different."
there we go.
And that was the end of that conversation. Why is that so hard? Like it
Um, And why do you need to talk about to kindergartners? You notice one common thread through all of this. The teachers don't say my students. Never have said my students. They say my children. They're not your children. They are someone else's children authority over their own parents.
uh yeah, I don't
Okay, but so all right. So let's look into this last article. So this is from the True North News, and it is titled so Ontario MPP, so member of provincial parliament in Ontario. If you didn't read the Ontario, if you didn't see that it said Ontario, it says Ontario MPP.
Oh, okay, thank
Rick,
you for clarifying.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I know some of you are slow readers. I know some of you are a little dyslexic, a little autism, a little on the spectrum, as they say. So,
Why you gotta tell
votes
everyone about me?
for critical. Oh, I got kickbacks. So, voting for critical race theory bill was a mistake. Yes, yes. Why does no one listen to me? Why? You know what? I say a lot of stupid stuff. I swear a lot. But I guess some stuff right. Okay, as an MPP in Ontario, I've not been afraid to stand apart from the crowd. I said it was wrong for the government of Doug Ford to force people to be vaccinated or get fired, which he was. That stand got me booted from Ford's progressive conservative movement. Oh, the misnomer that is Ford progressive conservative. Yeah. Okay, I don't regret it. Good came from it. I now sit as the first MPP for the Ontario Party. Okay, on Thursday, I made a significant unintentional error when I voted in the Ontario legislature for Bill 67, the Racial Equity in the Education System Act. And we talked about this before, that Canada is actively funding anti racism. And it has nothing to do with not being racist. It's actually implementing discriminatory policies where you would discriminate against someone strictly because of their skin color. And this is what Bill C-67 was in Ontario. My error was unintentional in that I read the bill incorrectly, not knowing the language in its purports to say one thing but mean something completely different. Oh, and he's going to say a common name. Like all citizens in Ontario or of Ontario, I abhor any treatment that denigrates or disadvantages someone because of their race. I find discrimination motivated by race, sex, or creed disgusting. When I voted in favor of the bill, I thought the bill stood against these things that I and many fellow Ontarians find evil, but in fact, it promotes them. Weird. The bill is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and it slipped by because people, including myself, are not understanding its true content and intent. This is why. Okay, I'll continue. I'll continue. Like most citizens of Ontario, I'm not very familiar with critical race theory. Oh, you don't say, Mr. Nicholls. The new pathological movement now being pushed in every school board and classroom by leftist activists. To win approval, the ideas of the movement are presented using the purposely misleading term anti racism. Ironically, the actions promoted by the anti racism of CRT are explicitly racist. And look, here's a common friend of ours. What?
I said, "Finally!"
Yeah. Even though we've talked about this for a while and have said, yeah, this is actually what anti-racism means. The two most well-known promoters of anti-racism ideology are U.S. University professors Robin DiAngelo and Ibram Kendi. Ibram X. Kendi. While many books and articles from numerous anti-racism academies comprise the extant literature, DiAngelo's White Fragility and Kendi's book, How to Be Anti-Racist, are
Wasn't that the one you were
the
reading?
most read source. Where's my Audible? Where's
Yeah,
my
I
Audible?
thought so. I thought that was the one you were reading to when we before we did that other podcast.
So you'll notice that some of these are like completely wiped out. I know you can't really see it, but this is how I educate myself. This is Aristotle. I can't read what that one is. I can't read what that one is. Right there. What does that say? Read it. Read it. Right there. How
How to
to
be
be
an
an
anti-racist.
anti-racist
Oh, there we go. Now it's
by
there.
Ibram X. Kendi.
Yeah.
And it says that I haven't read it at all, but like I said, I had to download all these books again. So again, it's, as he said, a wolves in sheep's clothing. They're actively promoting discrimination. This is where we have the Office of Diversity and Inclusion in New Brunswick. where they literally look for racism in every single interaction.
Yeah.
And anti-racism. I can bring up the notes. We brought it up before. That anti-racism doesn't mean not racist. It means that it's the idea of looking at implementing racist policies that, when implemented, help raise a minority up, and policies that would bring a majority person down. That's the idea. It is not anti-racist. It is inherently racist. It is explicitly racist.
Well,
So this is why I pushed. This is why I say this over and over and over. The diversity, inclusion, and equity. Weird. Die. Like it's not hard to see. You just have to be willing to listen.
well, it's nice that finally somebody higher up, I guess, had noticed this. It just really sucks that it's too late.
Hopefully, if I don't know if he can recall his question or his vote, or say like I don't support this, but we talked about it before. Jordan Peterson talked about it, and I know I hate to be the guy that says, you know, I was the first, or we were the first. We were the first to bring up Bill C-67 in Ontario, long before these people. And I'm not trying to self-fully, maybe a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna take what I can get. You know, I just want to just give me a thumbs up if you know, if you're finally hearing about this. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a blow. I mean, just leave a comment. How about that? Leave a comment. But so this article continues on in trying to explain it. Uh, so he concludes with, "I'm sorry I voted the way I did, but I began by saying that good can come out of a bad situation. Now that my eyes have been opened, I'll do all I can to fight this bill. So will my party." So again, this is the typical conservative. And I'm sorry. This thing is, I don't belong to either party. I'm a card carrying member for the Conservatives, and to be fair, it's because they're not the Liberals. And then the PPC came out, and I said, "Oh shit, sounds a lot more reasonable than this." Because you know, I understand they're busy. I talked to our MP in Manitoba, our MLA. We call them MLAs because we're special spectrum special. And I had told him about this, that Canada is looking at implementing this type of stuff, this type of ideology. And when you finally explain it to them, they go, "Oh, I didn't know that." But I sound crazy when I say anti-racism is not racist. It is actively racist. So clearly, the ideas promoted in Bill 67 must be resisted. In fact, as a core policy, the Ontario Party will make it illegal for any educator or school administrator in our public system to teach that an individual, by virtue of their race or sex, are inherently privileged, racist, sexist, or oppressive, whether consciously or subconsciously.
Thank you.
We'll we'll also rid our schools of the notion that an individual living today should bear responsibility for the actions committed in the past by other members of the same sex or race. But see, the policy's already being pushed through. I don't know if it. I don't know what the vote was on it.
Could you
Let's see what
imagine
it is.
if it
Because
was just that one? His vote was like the deciding factor. Oh, how horrible would that be?
I don't. I'm trying to see. Yeah, see, just looking. Warning: Bill 67, a warning to citizens of Ontario and Canada. Bill 67, which purports to be nothing but an anti-racist bill, and in fact, the most pernicious and dangerous. This is from Jordan Peterson. Um, Ontario on the verge of enforcing critical race theory in all education. I want to see what was the vote. But like this isn't good. I'll tell you that right
No.
now. This is not like we are dangerously close towards socialism to communism.
Yeah.
And I know, oh Tyler, you're so crazy, but well, no, we're not. Socialism is where the government controls the means of production. Government controls production. Does that sound like Stalin esque to you? Does that sound Mao esque to you? Exactly. Does that sound North Korean enough for you? Well, Venezuela, when they marched towards communism. Oh God, I can't. Anti-racism B1 to advance racial equity. Notice they never say equality. Equity. You cannot have equity and equality. Where there is equity, there is no equality. People are no longer seen as equal. Anti-racism competency. Despite anything in a regulation made under this act, a performance appraisal of a teacher shall include competencies related to a teacher's anti-racism awareness. Unbelievable. Here, I'll make sure that this is. I'll send this to you so that this can be added into the show map. And please, I encourage you, read the bill for yourself. You have to read it for yourself. And
Yes,
remember,
please.
anti-racism.
No, sorry, I was
I
just gonna
strongly encourage everyone.
yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say, yes, please actually read it because and while you're at it, go read the Don't Say Gay bill too. Actually see what these things say. Stop just, going with the whole clickbait, or listening to what somebody else is saying or what somebody else decided to label something. Actually read the thing. You're you're gonna be surprised.
Yeah. I would like to see the vote. Oh, did I find it? Did I find it? Okay, so let's see for um where is it? For House Government Bill. Wait, is this? Oh, this is House of Commons. No, 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 no. I want Ontario. I'll whatever. I'll see if I can status. Oh, here we go. Status. March 3rd. Order referred to Standing Committee. Standing Committee on Social Policy. Wait, carried. So first reading, it went through. On March 2nd, second reading, there was debate. March 2nd, second reading, deferred vote. Carried on division. Carried on division. I'm sorry.
But
I,
while you're looking that up,
did this actually pass? Yeah.
while you're looking that information up, did you hear about how, with the whole Leah Thomas thing, about how Caitlyn Jenner had spoken up and stated that she thinks that it's completely unfair?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least I think Caitlyn Jenner said, at least I had the balls to go race men.
to compete against other men, yes. Yeah, and,
Yeah.
there's been some
Like I said,
things that
we're in.
Caitlyn has said in the past that I haven't fully agreed with, but I gotta say I give a high five to Caitlyn for that one.
Yeah. Like I said, it is ridiculous that Caitlyn Jenner, a woman, was a man who beat men as Bruce, is more logical than a man that is married to a woman. Like sorry, I mean like with like Gavin Newsom, assuming he's even straight. I don't know. I get like creepy, like I'm gay and I'm gonna take my gay anger out on people because I'm such a closeted homo.
Maybe.
Oh,
I mean, and the thing is, like, if anybody's opinion you're gonna listen to, how about a gold medalist who literally did compete and won a medal and competed as a male And, they're very athletic. You know what I mean? They know the biology and the physicality of the male compared to the females. And even she is saying, "This is not right. It's not fair." And it's kinda sad that she's getting backlash because of
No,
her stance on it, but I think she's
no
completely true. What?
way. Oh,
I'm waiting.
what? Did it pass? No. If it passed, you're like Ontario, you're super fucked. 'Cause the thing says ordered referred to standing committee. And again, I'm looking that up, and the Standing Committee on Procedure and House Affairs shall also prepare lists of associate members of each standing committee and standing joint committee referred to in this standing order, who shall be deemed to be members of the committee for the purpose of standing orders. But I'm seeing right here, standing order, okay, is amended by deleting all the words after referred and substituting to the appropriate committee as they have presented to the House shall be deemed to be passed by that committee and shall be deemed to be reported to and received by the House. Did it pass? No, 67 Ontario. No, if it did, Ontario is super screwed. It's a provincial bill put forward by the Ontario NDP and passed. Holy shit, you're so dark. Oh, this on the verge of I don't know. I'm gonna have to
Uh,
look into this more, but
from what I'm seeing as of March 14th, it said a federal government had no say in passing of this bill, but Doug Ford's conservative government passed it, and there is no love lost.
what?
Hold on. Trying to open it here.
Because I'm looking at the bill, but I don't see like they just voted on this. But like just looking at status, Bill 67, Racial Equity in the Education System Act 2022. Current status order. What does this mean? Standing Committee on Social various acts are amended with respect of racial equity. Here are some of the highlights. Send it to me. Oh, okay. Okay, just after forcefully ending, blah blah blah. I don't. Okay. Bill 67 and entered. Okay. Guilty on the. Okay. I don't see anything that says. I don't see anything that it says that it passed. Like this is please anyone. This is actively racist. Like it needs to be said over and over and over again. This is actively racist. This is unbelievable.
So the bill, if it becomes legislation, will end up providing Trudeau with a new tool to turn Canada into a hellhole for white Canadians.
Well, I don't want someone's opinion. I want the straight dope. That's why I'm looking at the Ontario Legislative Assembly. I'm looking at Legislative Assembly of Ontario. I'm on their website, but it just says current status. So if anyone knows, please, I would love to hear. Ordered referred to Standing Committee on Social Policy. Does that mean it passed? Because Rick Nicholls is saying that he's now going to fight against this. Dude, it's a little late. Like, why are you voting on something you don't understand? This is what I don't understand from our politicians. They just, oh, here's a big stack of papers. Oh, I like the sounds of that. Anti-racism, absolutely. Like, hey, Jordan Peterson, he's not the dumbest guy in the world. And if he is saying Bill 67 is a big freaking problem, just like Bill C-16 in like for Canada, the compelled speech law, yeah, a bit of a problem. But okay, well, if
I don't know. I was trying to because when I
oh Jesus,
looked it up, because it says here, yeah, the federal government has no say in passing the bill, but Doug's Ford conservative government passed it. His bill. Oh wait, no, not.
it's not C. Don't look at
Yeah, yeah,
C-60
yeah. No, I know.
or like did they? Oh well, okay, well whatever.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so I guess with that, that is scary. That is super dangerous, and you are very very dark. So let's get out of here. If you got nothing else, I can't. I'm scared of black people. I can't.
Oh, you're horrible. You are horrible, horrible. Oh my god. Okay. Well, oh my god, that is the creepiest smile ever. This is gonna give me nightmares. Ugh. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking the time to hang out with us and listen to some things that we have to say. And hope everyone had a great week, has a fantastic weekend. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Come on, guys. Share us. Share us. I love
On
being
Rumble.
shared around. Just share me.
All right, Jada.
Anyway, everything we talked about is going to be in the description box below. Everywhere you can find us is going to be in the description box below also. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody.
I have alopecia. Bye.
Bye.